Good afternoon and welcome to Cole's Backyard Coop. It's been a little while since I've done a video to catch you guys up on what's been going on. It's just been busy, and happy Labor Day to everyone out there. It's hard to believe it's September already. Years just flying by. But yeah, it's been a few weeks since I've done a video. The girls are 26 weeks old now. And a few updates I want to bring you up to speed on. Starting to get some laying out of these girls finally after a rough start. 3 are laying so far out of 13 girls. And I lost my little blue Andalusian, Anastasia, and my speckled Sussex, Violet. Those 2 were the weakest of the bunch with that respiratory infection, and they really couldn't shake it all the way. And they finally kind of had succumbed to it. And I had them separated over in the separate pen, which I'll talk about the one that's still over there. And these others have recovered awesome. They're maturing nicely, as you can see. Comb development is great. Some slower than others. Like for example, my white rock up here, Pearl, she's taking a little nap. It's rainy weather right now. But look how small for 26 weeks. Look how small her comb still is compared to my barred rock right next to her. Both are in the rock family, but it's just amazing how much faster the one type matures over the other. And my barred rock, she's been laying since Hazel. She's been laying since she was 23 weeks. She was my first layer. And Pearl, I mean, her comb's just starting to peak out at 26 weeks. So she's slow to mature. I've found out about that type of rock, so that's okay. I've also got my what I thought was a well summer is a whitey true green, like her right there, Mavis. Whitey true greens come in such a variety of feather patterns and colors that I had ordered 2 well summers, and I guess Murray McMurray substituted and gave me extra whitey true green, and it just so happens that their coloring looks just like a well summer. So all this time I've been thinking, oh, I've got a well summer, and then the other day she finally laid a first egg. She's one of my layers right now, and it's a beautiful dark green egg. So I figured out she's a whitey true green. Like, see these 2 right in front of me here? They're both whitey true greens, but look how completely different they look. Now Mavis is not laying yet. Her comb is still coming in. But it's just funny that breed of chicken, they can look so different. And now this was my first time getting that breed, so I wasn't aware of that. So now I know. And one thing I do notice, though, the whitey true green, they have a white earlobe. And so does the whitey true blue right there. Look how beautiful my whitey true blue is. Trying to focus in there. There she is. Luna. But yeah, so these two right here are both whitey true green. I have one whitey true blue. But yeah, so Wella's laying. Coming down off the perch right there, back there, is one of my Americanas, Peaches. She's laying. And then my barred rock is laying. Hazel. So that's all we've got laying so far. Now I've seen Mavis checking the box out, and Petrie right there, one of my other Americanas. And then That's Luna. Do you hear her? Yeah. She's kind of asthmatic. She can't shake that. She recovered nicely from the respiratory infections. But she's hanging on to that wheezing. She eats, she drinks, her comb is beautiful. Hopefully she'll be laying soon, but just that wheezing. No one else is doing it, but she seems fine. So we'll let that go. This is Peaches. She lays a pretty blue egg for me. And she's laying. All three of my girls laid today that are laying. So we'll take it. Slow development to start, but hey, your girls can start laying anytime after 20 weeks, usually. But they could take all the way up to 30 weeks to start producing eggs, sometimes longer. So you just kind of have to be patient and hang in there. And then some of my other girls that are slow to mature is, there's my little black sex lynx. Now, she's moving along slowly. Her comb's starting to develop. And then my black Americana. She's gorgeous. She hasn't fully developed yet. So yeah, they're 26 weeks, but just slowly coming along. But they had a rough start. So I'm just glad they're all healthy now and well. And doing fine. So let's talk about Ginger over here. Ginger, still sneezing just a bit. Come on. There we go. Now I can get a good look. Ginger still sneezing just a little bit. She's eating very well. Drinking. Her comb is starting to develop. So she's going to be okay. It's just going to take a little time for her. And I've tried to integrate her twice back into the group, and they really give her a little bit of a pounding, so I put her back by herself for a little bit longer. If she starts to lay over here, that's fine. I'll put a little box in there for her. But yeah, I'd rather her be 100% before she's got to deal with avoiding these other girls, because I had to separate her. She was with Violet, my speckled Sussex, and Violet passed, and now I think just with this little sneeze she'll be fine. But yeah, I just want to be sure she's up to speed before I reintroduce her. So New Hampshires are great brown egg layers, so she should start soon. At 26 weeks, I would think that would start soon. And another thing these girls had to deal with was the Fowl Pox that they get. Look at the difference on the combs here. Two rocks, the white rock and the barred rock. My white rock is just slow mover, and there you have the barred rock with a beautiful big comb. What a difference, huh? Now, another thing I've been doing to kind of boost them is supplementing their diet with mealworms, dried mealworms. I get those at the feed store, and they really love that. Let's go take a look at the chicken medicine cabinet. I know Debbie will love that. She wanted another peek at my chicken medicine cabinet. Chicken supply cabinet, chicken medicine cabinet. Ah, here we go. Okay, so we've got my Coop Clean, we've got pine shavings, we've got hay for the nest boxes, and here we have the mealworms. Okay, so mealworms are really good, very high protein. That's what they look like. They're just dried up mealworms. They kind of home grow them on a farm. Yes, they're dead. And it's a great source of extra protein for the girls. In addition to that, I have my no pick no more cover-up lotion if you have any bare spots on a hen from them being picked on. It's kind of a purple lotion, and you spread it on the infected area, and it provides protection so that the hens don't want to pick on them. And then I have hen healer. If the skin is broken open, you can rub this on a wound. And it's an ointment, kind of like Vaseline almost, but it keeps it protected and moist. And then I've showed you before that I have my vitamins and electrolytes with lactobacillus, which is good bacteria from Rooster Booster. So I switch off from that to my oregano. This is very good for your hens, especially when they're going through a stressful time. It's awesome for them. It really helps encourage them to eat and drink, and it gives them those extra herbs in the water that help get them through stressful times like being sick and things like that. And then I had my tetracycline, which at the feed store that's called fish cycline, so that they can legally sell it. And that I was using, but now that they're laying, you really don't want to use an antibiotic, because then you have to avoid eating the eggs for 3 weeks after you stop treatment. So you don't want to do that. I have my fly and louse dust. You can put this on the bird if you find that they have mites or anything. Your diatomaceous earth is good for that too. This is a cool treat. It's got oats and corn, peanuts, flax. Little treat. It's good for the chickens. They love it. It's like in pelleted form. And then I've got premium oyster shell. I'll mix this into the food if you find that the shells on the eggs are a little bit thin, and that the like I feed Purina organic layer that has extra calcium in it. But still, if you want to add oyster shell to the food, that's just going to strengthen the shells even more. And then I have the diatomaceous earth, which we've talked about, that you can mix a small amount of that into the food for deworming. You can put it into the bottom of the nest boxes before you put your hay in there. And it just helps control bugs. So this, and then I have a few extra things that are for actual flowers and plants and things that are not for the chickens. But this is my chicken medicine cabinet. All those little goodies there. So hopefully that helped you by understanding some of the things you may want to have on hand in case something should arise. You've got different things ready to go and apply to your hens if needed. And we just have it in a little like Rubbermaid storage unit here that works out perfect on top of a slab of concrete. So we've been having bands of rain coming through today from the tropical storm that's down by Miami. It's moving into the Gulf and then moving up towards Alabama, New Orleans, but I did a little planting today in the yard, added some mulch. Those are called sky flowers, mounding sky flowers. They're supposed to bloom in fall. So we'll see. It is September. Alright, so that's the latest update. I will bring another update probably when they're 30 weeks old to see who else is laying. An update on how they're doing. I'll have a beautiful basket of eggs to show you. I've gotten a whole 2 dozen worth of eggs from them so far. So once the rest start laying, we'll have a ton of eggs like we did before. But total of 13 girls. I had 15, but we lost the 2. This has been quite a good lesson for me, and respiratory infection, and then another outbreak of the fowl pox, which they get from mosquitoes. The mosquitoes bit infected chickens around here somewhere and brought it to mine. So this has been quite a summer with these chickens, but we're on the other side of it now. They're maturing, they're really pretty and doing well now, this group. So, like in all things, the strongest will survive, the weakest unfortunately won't. So I had two that succumbed to the illness, but I guess it's better than losing a lot more. So I'm just thankful that these are all doing well and starting to feel good enough that they want to lay and be normal. So from Cole's Backyard Coop, hope you're having a great day where you are, and again, happy Labor Day to everyone out there. Hope you didn't have to labor today on Labor Day, but remember the meaning of the day to celebrate all of the laborers out there and how hard everyone works. So, a great rest of the afternoon and evening. Back to work for me tomorrow, so with the cloudy, rainy afternoon weather, it's cool out here now. It's in the 70s. It's wonderful. Quite lovely. Look how gorgeous she is. Look how gorgeous you are. Alright guys, like the video if you did. Feel free to leave a comment. And we will chat again soon. Hello to everyone out there. And enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. It's rapidly coming to an end. And happy chicken keeping. Not right, Hazel. You're Mama's first layer. You can always count on a barred rock. Isn't it just amazing how much more mature looking she is than her up there? That is crazy. Alright, girls. Say goodbye. Can't get her to stop that wheezing. But at least she looks beautiful and healthy, though. She eats great, acts great. Just gotta start putting eggs. Alright, guys, take care out there. Thank you so much for watching it. I greatly appreciate it. It's getting ready to rain. Happy chicken keeping. Say goodbye, girls. Bye.